What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back for another video. Today we're going to be looking at Erik Karlsson and the latest speculation around him. Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this, and I was like, you know what, I've been talking about basically everything lately, and this is something fresh, this is something new, and Erik Karlsson, of course, is set to be probably the biggest defenseman out there that is available in free agency. Of course, we know the number one the number one forward that will be out there, Panarin. That guy's probably going to get paid big bucks, but now Erik Karlsson's name is also on that list when it comes to guys getting big bucks, of course, being an unrestricted free agent. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because of something that I read a couple days ago, but it's kind of been brought up every single day on Twitter and on Spectre's Hockey. Chris Johnson was on Sportsnet 960 and basically suggested that the options for Erik Karlsson and ones that he might be considering, of course, is two teams you've seen on the thumbnail. It is the New York Rangers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. So basically, he said it'll be this year's John Tavares, and he's going to gain a lot of attention. So Chris Johnson said that he thinks that Karlsson isn't going to stay with the Sharks. Now, again, that's not a guarantee, but the Sharks do have some of their own things that they have to deal with, like Pavelski and, of course, Joe Thornton. Like, they've got a bunch of guys, I think Timo Meier as well. There's a lot of things that you have to consider there. They have LeBlanc as well, or LeBlanc, or LeBanc, however you say it. So they have their own things that they have to worry about. That Gustav Nyquist too, if they're going to keep him, Donskoy. But the Sharks still, they can make it work. I'm not saying it's out of the way. Like, they could move contracts, they can make it work. But Tampa Bay and New York apparently are the ones that he's considering the most. Now, of course, Tampa Bay, you see that and go, how would they make that happen? So I'm looking at their cap friendly right now. They roughly have about $8 million in cap space to work with, and of course their biggest name that they have to deal with this year is Brayden Point. And I think what some people are ignoring is that next year they're also going to have to deal with Andrei Vasilevsky, and then Mikhail Sergachev, I believe, also is up. Who else is here? Ryan Callahan's a UFA, but they're trying to move that contract. So again, I'm not going to take Tampa Bay out of the running. The reason why Tampa is in there is because of Hedman. Now, we know Karlsson and Hedman are good buddies, so him wanting to play there, not a big surprise, wanting to play together, but this would just make Tampa Bay just way more lethal, of course. Let's quickly look at Karlsson's stats. He's 28 years old, so he's still got a lot of years left to produce the numbers that he's doing. He had a bit of an off year because of injuries and stuff, but in the playoffs so far, again, the playoffs are still going on for the Sharks. 16 points in 19 games played. He has 53 career playoff points in 67 games this season. He had 45 points in 53 games, so very good. Of course, we know the way that he plays offensively is just out of this world. Last year with Ottawa, he had 62 points. The year before that, 71. The year before that, 82 points in 82 games. You know, this guy's scored 20 goals multiple times. He's done it twice, I believe. So he puts up numbers. Like, this is a big name guy. If a team is looking to bolster that blue line, Karlsson changes the dynamic. He brings in a huge offensive ability. But Tampa, man, they would have to move out some contracts, like Ryan Callahan too. Like, that's a big one. Of course, the tax situation is really good there, so apparently he'd be willing to take a bit of a cut, but you're looking at shedding probably Tyler Johnson and Ryan Callahan at least, and then you have to get the Brayden Point deal done as well. Who else could they shed? Like, I don't think they want to get rid of most of their guys, like Miller, Gord, like Kucherov, of course, going nowhere. Stamkos going nowhere. Like, they've got some good players on really good contracts. Like guys like Hedman, McDonough, and then, you know, like I mentioned, they're going to have to deal with Vasilevsky and Sergachev, and they have Point this year. So they've got a lot of decisions to make. And that's not to say that that can't happen either, because they can make room, they can figure it out, but that would be difficult. Now, the New York Rangers is a different story. From what everybody's saying, the Rangers might be the team that he's considering the most. I know that he wants to be close to his family. Like, apparently he wants to make sure that he you know, he's close to family and stuff like that. And I'm not sure how that correlates with the whole family situation. We'll update it more and more, but for now, that's what people are saying, is that he wants to find a place that he wants to be with his family, be close. So I guess New York is one of those destinations for him. New York wouldn't have to clear out too much space. I mean, they have $19 million in cap space coming up, so not a ton of big name guys that they have to get done. They have some RFAs and UFAs, but nobody that's going to break the bank. Like, they can afford Karlsson pretty easily, to be honest with you. So they won't have to make juggle around some moves, although they've been noted that they want to make a pretty significant splash, and maybe they find a way to get more than one big name. If you look on Cap Friendly next year, they have a lot of contracts that they have to deal with. Kreider's up, Nemesnikov is up, Strome is up, but that's not a big deal. Jimmy Vesey is up. They've got a lot of names that need contracts next year, and then Lundqvist is a UFA in a couple years, but the cap keeps going up. It's not a huge deal for them. The Rangers are going to figure it out, but they have the most cap space to be able to keep him, whereas the Sharks and Lightning are two teams that'll have to make some moves. So according to everybody, according to guys like Chris Johnson, and I believe Bob McKenzie has also chimed in, and Friedman's probably said something too. I'll be updating this as the days go on, but it looks as though that it looks like Tampa and the Rangers are the two teams to beat when it comes to the Karlsson sweepstakes. And again, I'm recording this right now on May 20th, so there's a good chance that this could keep going on, and things can change. Of course, it definitely can change. But for right now, this is what it looks like. These are the teams that are involved, and I'll keep you guys updated. I know you guys are probably going to hear some stuff, but I find some pretty good information online, and I try to bring my best opinion to it as well. Sorry if I seem pretty tired today, guys. I run another channel, and I just made like 6 or 7 videos, so I'm pretty beat. But this was something I definitely wanted to talk about, and I will continue to update you guys whenever something else happens. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Join the squad. Let's get to 6,000 subscribers. Like and share the video if you want to. But again, sub if you think you like the videos, and check out some of my other stuff. There's lots of great videos on here. Click notification bell so you're notified every time I upload and stream. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.